traffic survey, okay? That what that does, and what we will do, if we know that traffic survey is being done, we won't show up. Why? It's not going to give you a true and accurate account of what's going on. So you're going to be like, I told them if they got the thing out here, but they're nowhere to be found. Just so you know, we won't show up because we don't want to sit out there and then we get the traffic survey. Well, man, yeah, the traffic's doubled, but everybody's doing 25, 30 miles an hour. They're doing 15 sometimes. But I will let Sergeant Montgomery, who is the supervisor over the west side. West side, it's on this side. West side. Motor. We will go ahead. I'll go ahead and let him know and let the traffic engineering do a traffic survey. And
The
then
last thing is, if after you do the traffic survey on speed and on volume, is there any way on Raymond Avenue to get speed bumps?
no, speed bumps will not be done anymore. And this is the reason why. This is one of the reasons why. Okay? You now need an emergency assistance in an ambulance. Okay? Well, okay. To those who want to live. What they do, they're trying to get somewhere quick. They also have to deal with the bumps as they're trying to do something. And it's also done a traffic survey done with the speed bumps and everything, where people, what they do, will go slow up to the bump and speed up twice, not 3, 4 times faster to get to the next bump because they know they have to slow down.
They got to make up their time.
Exactly. It has been proven the speed bumps are ineffective. They're more of a nuisance than effective.
They have speed bumps and I don't see
Who does?
anywhere closer to Longwood and speed
Longwood.
that I Longwood.
We do.
In the next neighborhood to Rolling Hills.
Okay.
They have speed bumps all through Longwood, and I don't see, and I'm there all the time.
But if they, I guarantee you, if they repave, they'll never be there again.
Well, they're the
Commission
long
won't do them
ones.
anymore.
They're the long speed, but they're not the.
They're just the fun ones for us on the motorcycle.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
From my meetings in Altamont, because the communities over there, they've asked for more speed bumps in certain areas. And from my understanding, the commissioners are not going to approve it because I want a speed bump in my area, but my neighbor down the street, they don't want them. So it was bickering back and forth, and because of what he was saying about the emergency vehicles and the speeding in between, it turns out that they're not as effective as what. So Norwood's had them for as long as I can remember, but the now is they're not going to do them anymore.
I had to go to the Office of Management and Budget to get the ones on Country Club, and you're correct, you're 100% correct. It took almost the entire community to approve that, and then even on the funding side, it got cut down from 2 speed humps to 3.
Yeah.
And they still speed down Country Club.
They still do. In fact, I think they like the Ferris Bueller type of lead when they hit.
All the mothers and those kids are super
I've been
big.
here since 1971, so whole time, seeing all the changes, so I know exactly what you guys are talking about. 4th Street has been a problem since 1971, nothing's ever been changed. I've complained since I moved back to neighborhood. We've owned the house a long time, but I left for a while. Semis were now back, they're using it as a cut through again, even though it's well posted that they are not to go down 4th Street. There are many blind hills on North Street, which again, anyone that's lived in this area for a long time know, if you're coming down Virginia and turning on to North Street, right or left, you cannot see what's coming at you. Now, we're gonna have an increase in traffic with this new park coming in. Has anybody thought about how are we going to handle this with North Street already out of control, been out of control? Can we have things like traffic lights put in so that as blind intersections, again, Virginia being a prime example.
Amen.
I mean, we're talking dangerous. You cannot see.
It sounds as though, especially with the park coming in, no excuses. There's increased traffic.
Yes.
Right?
There's been speeding, like I said, since.
Right. So it sounds like, traffic engineering needs to do a good everything is looked at, right? So we're looking at utilities, we're looking at infrastructure, widening roads, you know, whatever needs to be addressed. So what I encourage you is these meetings are public meetings, okay? It's not to get done unless your voice is heard, right? So as these planning meetings are posted, all you gotta do is go to the government website, the county government website, see when the meetings are, just go to the ones that affect you guys directly. You know, I can tell you right now, you guys have been strong advocates for your golf course. You're the ones driving this, absolutely, get yourself in. So what does that mean? Don't forget to advocate for your area of what they're going to do to help out with those issues, okay? As it turns into a park.
Last month, we had an ambulance, and they couldn't get out of my
Right.
house. The law enforcement had to go out into the middle of Moore Street, stop the traffic, so the ambulance could bring me out.
Absolutely.
Really? Yeah.
So it seems like, you know, and we can reach out to some traffic engineers, see what's going on with Moore Street and see if there's any plans. Yeah, we're looking at that too, but, especially when it goes to, the increased traffic, what you guys are trying to do with the golf course.
I think we would just like to reinforce that, we fall on deaf ears. I think when we talk to Trent, we're a forgotten entity. With your support,
Absolutely.
to.
Well, he's already gonna get the traffic study done on the northern Graven, I believe is what you said. And I'm telling you right now, as you're advocating for the golf course, don't forget the infrastructure.
Well, and one of the things to remember is as soon as this is turned into a park, one kid is going after a frisbee, a soccer ball, or whatever, heads into one of these two streets, which are heavily traffic, and gets hit. I hate to tell you, it's gonna be violent.
It's, there's no way around that, okay? What I'm saying is that is our biggest fear too. I've got little children, absolutely, that's our fear. That's what we want.
now, there's people flying airplanes there nowadays.
We gotta know. Did you call law enforcement?
thought maybe they asked the person who owned it.
Did you call us? That's what I'm saying, when you, remember, when you see something, say something. And Michelle wanted me to mention the trespass. We have,
Before you go into that, I actually have the numbers, so if anybody wants them, they can
Great.
email their email address. I've got the latest county numbers that were done in February or March.
for the,
Yeah, North Street,
Okay.
depending on where you're at, is at an increase of anywhere from 500 to 1,000 cars a day.
yeah, that's, you know, we're not in the business of expanding and installing, traffic
Hey,
signals,
bud.
but we have the data, and you guys have the voice.
Has any jurisdiction ever used, I don't really know if I like them, cameras like we have getting on I-4 and they take a picture if you run through the red light and you get a ticket sent to you? Can the county,
Seminole County will not do that.
the county won't do that?
Seminole County, when they started doing red light cameras, Seminole County said.
Well, I'm not talking red light cameras now, I'm just talking watching an area or a road, I mean, wouldn't that be
What
verification
happens
of?
is, now this is what happens, okay? And I apologize to any attorneys in the room.
They dispute it?
But kind of. They are our biggest nuisance, because what they say is we record something,
Yeah.
it stays for at least 10 years. Could you imagine just putting a camera on a road and having to hold that for 10 years because some lawyer wants some liability issue if something comes up? You would have to have a storage, some type of storage to hold all that video, even with today's standards, with all that, it would be as big as this room or twice the size.
You have to keep the tape for 10 years?
Yes. Or more, because they have to be digitally recorded, because these attorneys want this for liability. If something happens, you go to a lawsuit. Lawsuits last for years. They're not done overnight. They're done for years, so everything has to be kept.
But we're just talking a ticket for speeding or running a red light. I mean, that way they could have their area monitored, not by an officer, but by a camera.
Here's the problem with that, okay? So this is what our problems with the red light cameras, all right? You run the red light, boom, it goes through, some guy wakes up in the morning, oh, hey, these guys ran the red light, types it in, sends you a ticket off. Now, you get the red light ticket, you go to court. You go into court and go, where's the person that identified me driving that car?
They have a video of it, running a red light.
No, the
The vehicle.
person who wrote that ticket has to be in court. Has to be in court. I can't say, hey, there goes Mr. So-and-so. Woo, he's flying. All right, we'll just send him another writ. You take it to court. I have to be there. It's just the same. Even though it's video, it doesn't matter. The person who identified you on that video or wrote you the ticket from that video has to be in court. That's how you defeat the red light camera. They have to be there.
I don't have a question or a complaint, but I just want to say that you folks don't get enough credit, and we're very appreciative of you guys are awesome, so thank you.
You had a question,
I would just like to get back to burglary for a minute.
Linda, talk a little
Yeah, he's hard of hearing.
I'll repeat the question.
I'm old, I can't hear.
I happen to live next door to one of the 6 Speckler lines. I just want to know, in your experience, what the popular scenario you're seeing. Of the 3 that I know in our neighborhood, they were all single women, they were all working women. And are you seeing a study, does somebody study these patterns of people coming and going? And is there young people that ring the doorbell or run around their back? Or what?
Yes, yes, and yes. So, well, actually, Nick, if you want to handle it, you're the burglary guy.
I'm the burglary guy. Like he said, you described all of those cases. We've got a group of kids, they go around, they'll check, they look, they watch, they see when you leave, they know you're gone, they'll go around back, break in, get your stuff. We've recently had some distraction burglaries where they're targeting elderly and they're posing as somebody doing some work, or they need to get in your backyard and they take you back there. In the meantime, somebody else comes in through the front door or whatever. So I'll use this opportunity. If somebody rings the doorbell and says they want to come in your backyard, that's weird, call us. Make sure your doors are locked. I personally don't answer my door at all, so.
But we don't tell people to do that.
Unless I know you.
We tell people to at least go up to the door and say, I'm not interested.
Right.
That way they know somebody's in the house. Okay, because I know a lot of times, especially the ladies, will just ignore the doorbell. Well, when they knock on the door and nobody comes, they assume nobody's inside, so they'll go around the back and they'll break in. So if you just come to the door and say, I'm not interested, please get off my property, that tells them there's somebody in here and they mess around, so I'm leaving, I'm gonna go find another house.
Well, I know 2 people that just bought the doorbells, where you ring the doorbell and
Yes.
you're in France.
Yep.
You know that they're in the front door, even though you're not there.
I have one of those.
I'm in the shower right now.
The ring. They're all pretty much the same. So.
Does it help to have the radio on to make you?
It's not going to hurt. Blinds closed, noise in the house, that kind of stuff is gonna help.
I have another question. In case you hadn't noticed, a lot of us are not exactly teenagers anymore. And we fear retribution when we call in and report something, because that becomes a matter of public record and they can go access
Very,
it.
very rare. Very rare.
Why can't we be anonymous?
Remain anonymous. Do not have to give any information. Just give what you want and say, I want to remain anonymous, no phone number, no name. Simple. I would rather have an anonymous tip with good information, as much information as you can, and then say, I wish to remain anonymous. And make sure you say, I don't want a deputy to come to the house. Just go look for the bad guy. Leave me alone.
We could thank the attorneys for that one too.
Real quick on the distraction burglaries that he mentioned, we were looking for historically that's been involved a white cargo van and a black SUV. This is important, okay? This is important for you guys to share this with those who may be a little bit older and susceptible to this type of crime. This is a growing trend throughout Central Florida, and it's one that I take a little personally because it's targeting a very sensitive group of our society. So that's important, guys, okay? So get that out on the message.
What kind of black SUV?
Huh?
What kind of black SUV?
Maybe
We don't know, just a unknown newer model black SUV.
What kind of black SUV is wrong?
It's your daughter!
One of the suspect who has been consistent throughout, well, the two that we've had here, as well as others in Orange County, is a Hispanic male in his 30s, about 5'6" to 5'7", 150 to 160 pounds. Went by the name of Rick in the most recent.
I would like to follow up with what Detective Lucas is telling us. Unfortunately, I'm a victim just this week of that kind of sex in there. They're diligently working on my case, but a young man, very clean, very neat, very professional, came to my door. Why I answered the door, I do not know. I did so, and he told me that they would be working on our neighbor behind his fence and cutting down some limbs, and he wanted to show me what they would be doing. Why I went with him, I cannot tell you.
You went with him because he's personable, probably clean cut, right?
Very,
Very, right? Personable, right?
very professional.
How, you think someone needs to be good at that, to get into someone's backyard? They're not gonna come up, would you let someone who looked like a criminal into your backyard? Nobody in here would. So, keep that in mind.
So then did he steal?
Well, to finish my story, this has happened this past Tuesday afternoon between 5:15, 5:30. I went with him, and while we were in my backyard, he had a phone call. He turned his head. I could not hear what he was saying. But he immediately started back to the front of the house. So I followed him, and when we got to the front edge of my garage, I heard someone yell coming from the Beach Street area. He said, "Oh, I've got to go. That's my boss. If I don't go, I'll get fired." I went inside my house after he left, and I discovered first money missing off my dresser. Secondly, my rings, a watch, neck chain. I went into my guest bedroom after I called Seminole County Sheriff's Department. His accomplice, had gone through 2 jewelry cases in the guest bedroom, had lifted 5 rings, necklaces, you name it. They also went into my computer room and messed with the box in the closet in there. I tell you people, you cannot be too cautious. They come as wolves in sheep's clothing. Be very, very
That was more convincing than anything we could have said. So, thank you for sharing that. And you're right. Can't trust anybody, unfortunately.
Who, the fences?
The county right now is still working on that code. Right now, code enforcement, we don't have a code that we can enforce as far as stagnant pools, where we used to go out and cite people for stagnant pools. Now we go out and we refer the stagnant pool to the health department, and they'll come out and determine if it has larvae in it for, mosquitoes or whatever, and they'll drop something in it to treat it. As far as securing pools, we don't have anything right now.
You don't have to have a fence.
If you have a screen enclosure, you don't need a fence. But what we do, especially on vacant homes, if we find where the pool is unsecured, our Justin or Vincent, they'll come out and they'll put up some type of orange mesh or something to temporarily secure it. And then we take that information and we send it to the county for them to abate it on vacant homes. But on occupied homes, the health department is who we refer that to. And our Chapter 95, it's pretty much, I think, completed with the changes that we needed to have done. And we're thinking soon
Hopefully soon.
that it'll come down the pike to us, and then we'll be able to go back to enforcing that, because that is a very major concern, especially now when the kids are getting out of schools and, we got vacant homes and even occupied homes where children don't necessarily stay on their property too.
Occupied homes with no screens, no fence.
Let us know.
Yeah.
If you do see something, let us know, and we'll have a code enforcement officer go out there to take a look, just to make sure, bottom line, we want to make sure that no kids can get in there.
Right,
And
that's
if it is
important.
open in any way where a kid could get through there, our code enforcement officers are going to put either, if the fence is falling down, they're going to put it up, or they're going to put orange meshing or something there to give a fix to it. So let us know, we'll go take a look at it, definitely.
Do thieves still go after car stereos? Is that maybe just a thing in the past?
I haven't had a report like that in a while.
Okay, good. Because I have the ability to take my stereo out, but you don't think it's a big high risk?
New cars don't have stereos in them anymore.
They're all unique to their model for the most part.
I have an odd question, and I don't know if anybody wants to hear it.
We'll give you an audience.
Okay. So because this gentleman behind me is very emotional about what happened. It happened to us, we got robbed. But if I were to answer the front door and I saw somebody as I was in the back door or in the backyard with them, can I kill him?
Sorry?
I would say no. Oh, wait, there's a lieutenant here. I would say no.
We'll end after, I'm sorry.
Because I want to know.
Yeah, I would say no at the time.
You have to pull them into the house first.
No, if I saw him in the house.
But if he's not
Why
threatening
wouldn't you
you-
just call us first, get a good description? Are you in harm's way? Basically, if you're in harm's way, I would say yes. Are you in harm's way at that moment? Are you trapped in your bedroom sleeping at night when an unknown intruder comes in? Are you outside seeing a...
No, like this gentleman, this guy.
So
goes
he's
front door,
outside,
He's
he doesn't-
outside, and as I'm walking up, I see somebody in my house,
Right,
and so I'm not in harm's way, but they're going to be in harm's way. Is
Right.
what I'm asking.
yes. I would suggest not to.
You would
Yes.
say
If
not.
you're
Your,
not in
your
harm's
rules
way at
for
that
using
moment.
deadly force are the exact same as ours. Your life or the life of one of your family members needs to be in immediate and imminent danger of death or great bodily harm. You have to be able to articulate that the only way to stop that person at that time was to kill them. And it has to be reasonable.
And you wouldn't want to put
Because
yourself in harm's way.
nothing in your house is worth another person's life.
No, I know. I'm just asking because our neighborhood where we live, there is a lot of older people, and I'm getting older too. And so I feel so bad for them that they're home all day, and these guys just can come in and do this shit. Excuse my language. And it kind of I just don't understand. We want to call, but the response time, if it's not there, and I know the imminent danger. I'm just asking. Like I said, we got robbed, and had I been home or had that person been, I'm telling you right now, whether you guys can, I would have killed him. And I don't need a gun
Is there options besides killing it?
to kill him. I hear different things. If I were to hurt them, then could I get sued?
Yes.
Even if
And
you
Be
kill
so
criminally
I would,
and civilly liable.
I could. So my, and I know this is an odd question and weird, but I would simply snap their neck. It's that simple. I'm just telling you guys.
And
I
you
just don't
probably
I
wouldn't be in
can't,
this
it seems like the
community meeting or any
criminals,
other for quite a long time.
it seems
If
like
you
the.
could not articulate that that was what needed to happen to stop the threat at that time. It's that simple. It's just, you have to only use the amount of force necessary that's reasonably necessary in a given situation to stop that person.
But okay, so like in our instance, they threw a brick through the glass door. So how do I know they don't have a brick? I don't have a gun in
We
my
can
house.
go over hypotheticals all day.
I'm just asking though, I'm just saying, so yeah, I'm in imminent danger. If he threw a brick through my door,
And you were in your house?
you know, we weren't at the time. I'm saying if I was,
Yeah, and then you got an intruder smashing his way in there. That's different than you're outside seeing someone to go in and shoot him. You know what I mean?
but I don't own a gun.
I'm saying, but it's gotta be a totality of circumstances, not just if you're
Yeah,
outside and you're outside.
I'm just asking, because I just want to know.
Just
I
remember, there's gonna
I'm
be
a very
lawyers
good
and
friend of the
judges that
sheriff.
evaluate that forever.
And when I'm telling you, when we got robbed, I forgot who was there. They said, you know,
I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt, but I just want to say thank you again. We're gonna hang out here, so if anybody else has any questions, you can come
Hey,
talk
bud.
to us one-on-one. But thank you again for coming out.